So there's going to be a lot of y'all who are interested in the Insta360 Luna Ultra, which I'm filming on right now, or a lot of y'all who already picked up a Luna Ultra and you heard about this 10-bit recording thing, right? And all of this color grading and cinematic color flexibility that it has, but then you quickly find out like, yo, that's a whole workflow that I don't know how to do, or I don't want to learn how to do. I don't have time for that, right? Well, thankfully, the Luna Ultra does have, what type of diabolical money, man, is that? The Luna Ultra has some built-in color presets that are a lot deeper than the surface, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna go over what they look like, the pros and cons of using these color presets, the different settings and all that stuff, and at the end of it, you can make a decision on if these built-in presets are good enough or not for you, or if you need to learn how to get into color grading, which I will be doing another tutorial on that, so make sure that y'all hit subscribe. By the way, I am using the 3x camera right now using the cinematic color filter, and also this video is sponsored by my homies over at K&F Concept, so I will talk about them throughout this video. Neither here nor there, let's get into it, let's go. What's up, y'all? It is Tight Shirt Terry Warfield back for another video. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Remember to be freaking thankful for your life today because you did not have to have it. A couple things before we go ahead and get on with the meat and potatoes. There are 9 custom presets inside of the Luna Ultra. So before I get into the nuance and the meat potatoes and talk about K&F Concept, let's go through the filters real quick just so you can see what they look like. First thing I want to say is I love the Luna Ultra, okay? It's got some flaws. Like right now, I have no freaking clue if I'm either overexposed or underexposed because there's no freaking exposure tools, but even with that, I love this freaking camera. Yes, I have the Osmo Pocket 4, 4P, all that stuff. So if you want more on all these cameras, make sure that you hit that subscribe button like I said already. And I have published a few videos with the Luna Ultra already, so make sure you check those out after this video. So right now I am just filming in standard iLog, okay? So this is what you would get if you were to flip over to iLog. Let's go ahead and hit the first color preset. Now, this is Leica Natural. This is Leica Vivid. This is Leica Chrome. I think I'm a little overexposed up there, but again, I have no freaking clue. This is like a POS film, as I call it, well, positive film. This is like a negative film. This is CC film. This is NC film. This is fresh. And then we got cinematic, which is the last one. All right, there's some things I need you to change in your Luna Ultra, and some things you need to know before you start using filters. I need you to go into your menu and go to bitrate and turn that all the way up to high. That is going to give you the best looking footage that you can get out of your Luna Ultra. Also, right now I am filming in 4K 24, and I do have my white balance locked at 5400 Kelvin. This is another tip for y'all with your Luna Ultra. Before you start filming, lock your freaking white balance. If you don't know what to lock it at, if you're outside, lock it between like 5400 to 5600, and if you're indoors, just go ahead and cool it off. You'll see it when you go to change the settings and all that stuff. It's really, really easy. Or you can just put the white balance on auto, let it pick it, and then switch it back over to manual to lock the white balance in. Now, there's some limitations, okay? The reason I'm filming in 4K is because you cannot use the filters with 8K. So 8K 24, 8K 30 is not happening. Now, you can use the filters up to 4K 60, but 4K 120, not happening. The slow-mo modes, not happening. The time shift and also the time-lapse modes is also not happening. The good thing is in pure video, you can still use the filters, and also in photo mode and all of the other modes, you can still use the filters, which is dope. The next thing is the filters do have different intensities, okay? There's a low, a medium, and a high. The next thing is you can use the filters in normal mode and also iLog, and I'm going to show you the difference of how that looks in 1 second. If you have it in normal mode, you do get some extra control. So you can adjust the saturation, you can adjust the contrast, and also the sharpness. If you choose to use iLog with the filters, then you lose out on all of that stuff, okay? The next thing is when you use the filters with iLog, it does bake the filter into the footage. Now, the Luna Ultra does give you 10-bit color in normal and in iLog, so you'll still get some color grading flexibility if you want to color grade it any further, but just know if you put a filter on there, it is going to bake the look into it, so you cannot change it after you film it. You also need to make sure that you are trying to stay as close as possible to the 180-degree shutter rule to get the best looking footage out of your Luna Ultra, and for that, you're going to need some freaking ND filters, and that is where our video partner K&F Concept comes in. I'm going to show you the filters that I've been using because honestly, they're fire and you need them. All right, here's a quick demonstration of what no ND filters look like versus using these filters from K&F Concept. Think about ND filters like sunglasses for your Luna. On the left side, there's no ND filter, which means there's a lot of light coming into the camera, and the Luna will crank the shutter speed up to compensate, which is gonna give you that super digital cell phone looking footage. On the right-hand side, we have the ND filter on there, which cuts out a whole lot of light, which allows us to use a much slower shutter speed, thus giving us way more natural looking motion blur, which makes everything look less digital and more cinematic. Now, Insta360 does sell ND filters for the Luna Ultra. However, they're one strength per ND filter, which means when it gets brighter outside, you got to take it off, put a darker one on, and that gets real fiddly and drop ND filters real easy and all that stuff. These, however, are variable. So it's a 2 to 32 stop ND, and it covers both lenses. These are magnetic, so they stick right on there. You can turn the Luna Ultra on and off and leave the ND filters on there, and it doesn't cause any issues, and they fit inside the case. But also, you get a screen protector for the Luna Ultra in there. You get a circular polarizer for both lenses, which is really good for getting rid of reflections on water, car windows, stuff like that. And a 1/4 strength black diffusion filter to give you that soft cinematic hazy look if you want it. So if you haven't picked up ND filters for your Luna Ultra yet, as you see, using the filters plus ND filters will give you this super cinematic look, and that's what you want out of your Luna Ultra. So I will leave a link to the pinned comment and the description for you to pick up a set of these because you definitely want them for your Luna Ultra. Thank you K&F Concept for sponsoring today's video. Now let me show you the difference between using the filters with normal color mode and eye-log. This is why I love the Luna Ultra so much, because I'm able to just freaking take the screen off and change everything. I got the camera way over there using the 3x camera. Neither here nor there. I'm using the standard color profile. I know I've been saying normal, but it's actually called standard. I'm using the 3x lens, and I'm using the NC film preset on medium. Now the major difference between using the presets with normal and also eye-log is the normal color profile, or standard, I'm sorry, has a lot of your like contrast and sharpness and stuff baked into it. Now in normal, again, you can adjust it some, but there's still no way to like turn it kind of all the way down like you can using eye-log. So using normal color will give you more control over all of that stuff in the camera, but it's going to give you a punchier, less filmic look. So let me just go ahead and switch this over to eye-log to show you the difference. Now this is eye-log using the exact same settings. The only difference is now, because I'm using eye-log, I don't have control over sharpness, contrast, and saturation. If I want more of that, unfortunately, I would have to do that like on my phone or on a computer or something like that. But as you see, eye-log gives you a more filmic appearance. So the highlight roll-off is much softer. The tonality of the whole image is more film-like versus that super punchy, contrasty look. Now this is like a natural using the 1x camera 4K 24. We got our exposure dialed in using these ND filters, and I'm just gonna be honest, this looks so good. I would be 100% happy just sending this, like without having to edit it or anything at all. And I think that's what these filters are really, really good for. I also brought the DJI Pocket 4P because DJI did add some filters into the Pocket 4 and the Pocket 4P also, but I gotta be honest, I much prefer the color presets out of the Luna Ultra. I don't know if it's because they were co-developed with Leica or whatever, but they just look so much saucier coming out of the Luna Ultra in my opinion. So I'm curious to know what y'all think about this. For me, if I'm honest, anytime I'm using the Luna Ultra, I might just switch to using the built-in color presets. Now you still get eye-log, and I made my own LUTs for the Luna Ultra also, but in a pinch, when you don't want to do none of that, man, the footage out of these, especially these Leica profiles and that cinematic profile, I mean, actually all of them are really, really freaking good. So let me know what you think about these down there in the comment section. Also, make sure that y'all pick up a set of these K&F Concept ND filters. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that you get notified when new videos go up, because there's a ton of content coming on both of these cameras and the Fold 8. So make sure that you hit that sub button. And until next time, I'm losing my voice. I'm out of here. Tight shirt, Terry Warfield. Peace and chicken grease. Much love, y'all. Peace.